It is one thing for an organization to determine their values, but quite another thing to influence all employees to live the values. How do organizations instill accountability and shape a culture in which every employee demonstrates what the organization believes and stands by? Today, we welcome two talented human resource leaders who have designed and implemented programs for their employees that have shaped the culture of their company by creating a common language around values and immersing employees in what it means to live their values. We welcome Erica Bolivar and Mary Busher from Salmons Financial Group. Erica is Director, Human Resources and Business Partner at Salmons. She is an energetic, results-oriented human resources professional with expertise in all aspects of HR consulting. Erica has an ability to adapt to change and improve business processes, resulting in high-quality, on-time results. Mary Busher is an HR consultant at Salmons Financial Group with a focus on organizational development. Mary thrives on doing the rewarding work of creating a culture where the values of openness, respect, integrity, and accountability are more than just words on posters, and banners. Both Erica and Mary believe their culture at Salmons Financial Group is a true differentiator in the industry because they work on it. Let's hear how.
At Salmons Financial Group, we have specific culture-related training, I guess is what we would call it, but it's more than training. It's part of our onboarding process. It's part of sharing with our employees our common values and some shared language. Our series of courses is called Salmons Leadership Series. We call it SLS for short, and it's currently a 9-part series. Most of the courses are old-style classroom-type courses where we bring people together face-to-face with a facilitator, and we talk. We talk about culture, about how we want to be together, how we live out our values, how we respectfully call people out when we're maybe missing the mark on our values. We share common language, phrases that to us are some pretty powerful representations of how work gets done at Salmons Financial Group. For example, be here now, the mood elevator, blue chip. Might sound like I'm speaking a foreign language, but to our employees, they know what those concepts mean, and they really become our guideposts for how we work, how we show up.
So as part of our SLS series, we understand that if employees are happy and they're engaged in an organization, that they're going to show up and we're going to get higher productivity. In fact, we've seen a lot of those results, not only again through our engagement surveys, but just in our production results as well. Because we believe that employees who are happier, healthier people, both personally, then they're going to show up better professionally. And so we really talk about that in the course as well, to make sure that people are able to apply whatever they have learned in the classroom, both in their personal life, with their families, with their friendships, and back in the workplace. One of the other concepts that really resonates with me is behavioral styles, and really learning about what makes the employee tick and what their natural styles are and how they behave based off of basically how they're wired, and how it's okay to have your natural behavioral style, but to learn the behavioral styles of all of the others that they work with and how they can flex to those as well.
I think another great part of the success of our culture shaping courses, and Erica, maybe you'd agree with me, is the support we have of senior leaders as part of the process. As I mentioned earlier, everybody participates in our courses, so they show up as a participant to these courses, but they're also very integral in the kickoff of these sessions. Senior leaders come, they share what they're still working on in terms of authenticity and how they're showing up and the shadow that they cast. So they show that vulnerability. They also show their support and their buy-in for the culture shaping courses, because as you can figure out, every time we pull people out of the workflow and bring them into a classroom, that's time away from work, and there's prices we pay for that. But we, including our senior leaders, know that that is absolutely worth the time. And to hear our senior leaders state that and show their commitment to what we're trying to do is really quite an amazing element of the success of our culture shaping courses. We couldn't do it, quite simply, without them and without their buy-in and without them also trying on the material and trying to live out our values. And I'm proud to say we've got senior leaders that do a mighty fine job of that. I think key to our culture shaping courses is the intentional common language, that we know, again, just based on certain words and phrases, what the expectation is. And it's not as if we just introduce those one time and they never come up again. They are weaved into the fabric of who we are and how work gets done. And not that we don't mess up every now and again, not that we don't disappoint or do the wrong thing from time to time, but we know that when the foundation is solid, the wheels don't come off the bus. And so we get back on it, we stay true to our values, and we use our shared language as our North Star to continue to get great results and to continue to attract amazing employees. And we really feel like we have those at Salmon's Financial Group, and we're grateful for that. It makes our job of culture shaping courses a lot more fun and a lot more rewarding.
Thank you, Erica and Mary, for sharing your work in our Green Room conversation. It is easy to see why Salmon's Financial Group was named one of the Glassdoor Best Places to Work, and their CEO was named a Glassdoor Top CEO in 2019. Best practices garner results. Retention, productivity, engagement, and employee satisfaction don't just happen. They are created and sustained in corporate cultures that have true intentionality in making them visible.